Hello, I'm David Norman. Please allow me about 7 or so minutes to share an exciting future for IMC which we recently delineated at our strategic planning session. 6 of your Institute members completed 2 days of strategic planning work, and I'm presenting the key points here for you through the magic of YouTube. How cool is that? Your strategy committee members were the membership chair, Lorraine Huckler from New Jersey, your elected treasurer, Val Walling from Colorado, the chair of the Chapter President's Council, Judith Light, also from Colorado, the chair of the marketing committee, Manola Robeson from Atlanta, our executive director, Gail McCauley from the DC area, and me, under the leadership of Jim Rogers, our facilitator, also from Atlanta. We devoted 2 days to an interesting journey, discovery of the realities in the current marketplace and the environment in which management consulting and the consulting profession are operating and navigating today. We designed our worst competitor, a hypothetical organization that would eat our lunch in all aspects. Yes, what would a new hypothetical organization feel and look like if they were to be the management consultants organization that all consultants, and most importantly the clients, government, business world would recognize as the leaders and standard setting for the industry and profession at large. It was a clean slate approach to planning that really enabled some breakthroughs. We discussed the facts of the market space at length, using descriptions like ethics issues. Large firms tend to self-regulate. The public is unaware of consulting methods. Unsophisticated buyers abound. Existing client consultant relationships rule. There are no barriers to entry, and so forth. We then discussed what this new hypothetical organization could be, which led us to a discussion of what it would do to serve the market. It was in this context that we discussed what this new hypothetical organization should do to serve the profession and gain ownership of the profession while becoming a recognized leader and a voice in the profession. We decided on 4 main purposes for this new hypothetical organization. 1. It's the place to find and to serve trusted advisors. It's the place for valued partners, buyers, consultants, the public, and academia. It vets practitioners and defines the profession. And 4, it promotes a higher purpose of management consulting, what we later call the noble profession. For this new organization and its 4 purposes, we then define the functional structure or its major functions, not from an organizational hierarchy, but rather from an activity point of view. This new hypothetical organization, in order to serve the management consulting profession, should function as a credentialing and registration body, a professional overseer, the standards keeper, the resource for professional knowledge and thought leadership, the community of passionate professionals, and lastly, the marketplace for professional services. It was this discussion of the functional structure that led us to the development of a 30 to 60 day action plan. And in doing this plan, we started to juxtapose this hypothetical organization against the realities of IMC today, and analyzing the disconnects and the overlaps, the efforts, the ideas. At this point, we made some critical decisions about what we, as IMC, need to start doing, continue doing, stop doing in order to get the most value from our resources. 1, to benefit you, our members, as well as 2, to truly become the pivotal influencer in the management consulting profession. By this time in the planning process, it became apparent to all on the strategy committee that it is time for IMC to take its proper place in the profession and to make it a reality that we are the keeper of consulting competencies and ethics in the U.S. today. But as a spokesperson, I can say that the energy, the enthusiasm, and commitment around the room was quite palpable. perhaps even jazzed. As proof of that, listen to the words we use to describe what came out of this planning session. We focused on the passion for the whole management consulting profession. We need to be visible and relevant in the management consulting marketplace. We made a commitment to be the leader in the profession. We shifted from an internal IMC focus to an external profession focus. We shifted from a member-centric to a profession-centric focus. While membership will always remain an important focus for IMC, we are in fact a 501c6 membership organization, we now have to be more assertive as the leader in and an advocate of the profession. We need not to let the large consultancies define management consulting as only promoters of their own respective services. Our committed belief is that members, you, are best served when the Institute defines and serves the profession. In short, we are leading the management consulting profession by defining its standards of competencies and ethics in the marketplace, and in doing so, we will be and will perform as advocates for this noble profession. Consulting should not be defined as the next part-time job for a tweener, nor should it be defined as the next service line from a consultancy. Rather, IMC's future is about leading the profession as we know it, where your personal commitment to finding solutions to client challenges is more important than selling the next hot management du jour. Where you are a committed full-time professional, where your commitment to ethics and ethical behavior drives both the quality of your work and your own life. Where members help support a noble profession through a myriad of individual efforts and client relationships. It is a courageous, noble profession where adherence to our code of ethics is emblematic of our standards. It is a profession that is simply more than collecting fees and leveraging staff. IMC members live up to the standards of consulting competency, of ethics, and proof of excellence and results. So now what? Ask yourself, how is my experience of IMC going to be based on this new focus? What can I personally do to influence my own profession? And the big with them, what's in it for me? A friend inscribed the frontispiece of his book, quote, "To the few who influence the few who influence the many." As members of IMC, you are the few, professional management consultants, who influence the few, your clients, who influence the many, their employees, their families, and indeed the greater community. That's something to be proud of. I certainly am. Thank you for sharing your few minutes with me. And I, along with members of the Strategy Committee and your National Board, look forward to a compelling journey together. My best, David.